What's up? This is John Dillingham with Dillingham.com, and you're watching Box Press review of the Lenovo 100e.
Welcome to the Box Press review of the Lenovo 100e Model 81CY. As you can see here, the initial box was minimal, as well as the packaging inside. Intel 3450 1.1 gigahertz processor, 4 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage, 11.6 inch display, 3-cell battery, and the bonus, Windows 10 Pro. So as you can see here, we had some basic documentation, power supply in the laptop. So you do the math. $250 laptop, $200 operating system is priced on a Windows website. So if you're looking to buy Windows 10, you might as well just buy this laptop. So initially, laptop felt sturdy, opened it up, found the display protector, discarded that. Noted the 180-degree opening display, which is great. Gives you maximum flexibility. Hinge also felt great and has stood the test of time the last few weeks. The only scare I had was initially it wouldn't power on, so I plugged it in. Shout out Rev Sports, 15% discount code, WHITEWIZARDVIDCAST. So after plugging the laptop in, it powered on, and as expected, Cortana wanted me to speak with her. And like all mistresses, I only speak to Cortana whenever I want to, which is never. So I immediately shut Cortana off and had to do that again later on in settings, so don't forget that if you also do not prefer to use Cortana. Went on ahead and connected to Wi-Fi as well as the basic setup. Initial setup total time was around 30 minutes, so be ready. I'm a pretty savvy computer user, and it still just took time to initially load the operating system. As you can see here, I'm trying to create a password, and it would not work because the main issue I initially found, unfortunately, was the keyboard. And initially I thought, this may just be a faulty laptop, considering it didn't power on initially. The keyboard didn't initially work, but later I came to find out basically it took about 3 days to break in the keyboard. So be ready to have to break in the old keyboard. Don't be shocked if a few keys don't work. I had some issues, I think, with the F and letter T keys. But yeah, as you can see here, initially it booted up right into Edge without even asking my permission, man. We just load up Edge, and guess which website it goes to? Bing.com. So you can get that one hit from me for the day, because let's be honest here, who's using Bing.com? I tested out all the function keys and found out they all worked great. Volume control worked perfectly, display brightness, all that jazz. One thing I do love about the Lenovo keyboard, by the way, is the ability to shut off the display and lock the keyboard down without having to power the laptop down. So they are very good tools to have when using a laptop like this. For example, in these uncertain times, we've got to lock down that keyboard. Just press the keyboard lock key, wipe it down, ready to go. So, as I expected with all Windows installs, there is bloatware on this laptop, so be prepared to uninstall a lot of items that you don't need. I think I uninstalled at least 30 programs from Windows games I didn't want, Windows apps I didn't want. McAfee definitely was the top of the list. Definitely uninstall McAfee if you need CPU, which in this one you do. You've got a 1.1 gigahertz processor. I guarantee you McAfee's going to use a lot of that. So if you want that power to go to something else, definitely uninstall McAfee right off the bat. You'll see a performance increase immediately. Other apps I installed included even Lenovo's own package of apps, which I also found slowed down the computer. As I stated earlier, I had to go back in and once again disable Cortana completely. And this whole process probably took about a day, but this was just a day of use essentially. I kept just finding apps that would open randomly, and basically it'd just be another clue to delete them.
So that's basically it. Out of the first two complaints, the only other complaint I have about this laptop is the stupid webcam mounted there that literally every laptop seems to have these days. It does offer a neat function though. If you like webcams, you can swivel it. So that's great and all, but I don't care about webcams. I'd rather just, honestly, I wish they would give options for these laptops to just not have a fucking webcam. Because I'm tired of having to basically cover them up or somehow disable. You can disable the hardware for the webcam, but dude, I don't need stop giving me things I don't need. You know, that's what I look at. So outside of that, $250, you're paying $50 for a laptop. Windows 10 is priced $199.99 on their website currently. One little Easter egg about this laptop is it was very quietly released on April Fool's Day this year. So this is literally a brand new 2020 laptop. And I just gotta say, like, I think that's hilarious that they released it on April Fool's Day. And it's literally the cheapest laptop I've ever purchased. I think the last time I got a laptop around this price point was in 2009, and it was a Dell Mini 9. I think I paid around $300 for a refurb version of that. And it did not come with Windows 10. I believe it came with Windows Vista, but it was terrible. $250. Thanks for watching, and until next time, die happy.